Hey people, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Another bright, bushy-eyed day. Isn't this gorgeous? Yeah, uh, just awakening right now, maybe 15 minutes ago. It looks beautiful out there. Just has I don't know, 'cause my windows is open a little bit, and I'm getting some really nice fresh air. Feels good. Yes, good morning out there. It's Friday morning. Today is July 22, 2022, and it's about 7:11 a.m. in the morning. Yes, and my little fur balls are with me. That's Lily, baby little lilac, and Lavender. Hey, Lavender, where are you? Lavender is somewhere here. He might be under the bed. Yeah, yeah, I feel very relaxed. I went to bed late last night. Um, Yeah, I fell asleep out in the living room, and then I woke up and I said, "Hey, let me make sure everything that I need to get done." And so I went on my computer and everything, and I felt awake, so I said, "Let me just do some things." Yeah, luckily I did. Yeah, yeah, something like sometimes you make a purchase online, and there was a cancellation. Um, Something, you want sometimes when you're using, like I use a PayPal, and sometimes the how it might be set up, which account or something, sometimes they can change somehow, like which account to take it from, the payment from. Somehow that selection changed, and I'm thinking that it was in this same perimeters, same choices, and it wasn't. It's like a gremlin in the house, as I put in the description. A gremlin, maybe. Yeah, a lot of gremlins was happening last night. I'm going to talk about it after I talk about um, the vision that I had. Yeah, let me talk about the vision quickly. Then I talk about the gremlins and all that. And, general talk. Yeah. So, yeah, I was just waking up. My voice might sound a little hoarse because, boy, I did go to bed late. It was after 2 o'clock, and I had a lot of interruptions when I was trying to sleep. But I finally fell asleep, so I didn't get a lot of sleep because it's only 7 something in the morning, and yeah, it was after 2 o'clock. But I feel okay. My body feels okay. Um, a little sore from the other day because I did have to go out with my dogs to get their teeth done. Only two of the three were able to go through the procedure with non-anesthesia, uh, dentistry, teeth cleaning. And yes, my little lilac, this one here, yeah, the small little furry ball one there, um, made it difficult. Yeah, she's scared now. Yeah, I had groomed her, well, shampooed and did her hair, and it was too much for her. So she's still in the trauma zone mindset right now, and uh, did not want to go through the procedure for teeth cleaning. I don't blame her. So we got to go back in a little over a week, and her go through anesthesia, unfortunate, and get a thorough teeth cleaning. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is costing me, buddy. Oh God, this is costing me. Yeah. So I'd rather them be, you know, what is money for? But to use it. Money is a tool. So when you need it, use it. Well, anyway, with the uh, this vision that I had, yeah. So I'm just really waking up. But and I had my device on it. My iPad was playing in the background. A video was on. You know, I could clearly hear it, and I woke up. I know I was dreaming, but I woke up from the dream, and I heard my device on, whatever. But I do like the meditation thing that I shared with you guys. Um, upon awakening from sleeping or dreaming, I keep my eyes closed, my eyelids closed, and I just look straight ahead. And that's what I did today. And what I just saw, oh, it was interesting. I saw, it was outside somewhere, and I saw how bright, it was very bright outside, it was daylight, but very, very bright. The sunlight was very intense. And I saw, um, it was a semi-big screen, like sometimes the things I see it could be very, very small, a small frame of what I'm seeing, or sometimes big. But this one was like more on the large side, but it had some um, closingness to it. Um, yeah, because sometimes when you're seeing through like a portal, um, I saw a cat. And I think it was a stray cat. My impression was a small stray cat. Um, yeah, it's very small. Um, the colors, well, with animals, like there could be multicolor. It wasn't a solid color. It had light and medium dark, like street, coloring in it. Um, the face was more on the lighter side. And I noticed, yeah, like a light tan, a tan color, something with streaks of a darker color blending in. Um, the cheeks, like the sides of the face of the cat, the hair, it came down to like a point, so by the length of the chin, that's what it looked like to me. And it looked in my direction, and it stood against a wall. Good morning, viewer. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Friday. Good morning, Friday to you. Yes. So anyway, the the cat was standing. This was outside. It looked like it could have been a dirt ground, dirt flat, but the wall is some structure it was standing in front of. It had like the overall feel was black and white. Um, it, the color was black and white with but mottled color. It wasn't like a solid black and solid white. It was very had like a blended effect, like this rock here. Let me show you. See that rock there? That those are actually like stones, precious, semi-precious stone. But see how it's like black and white, like that, something like that. But mostly black. And then you had the mortar, what holds um, I guess the stones together mortar. That was more whitish, like that, the same similar touch as that white in there that I just showed you. That rock that I have. They were cut into rectangular shaped bricks. Um, Larger than the standard bricks, like like in the main United States, a brick building, old-fashioned bricks, like the red bricks, not small like that, a little bigger. Yeah, they were bigger, chunkier. So it's larger than the standard brick. Um, Maybe twice the size in the width. I mean, in the height of the brick. You know, like the bricks usually lie horizontally. You know, like the widest part is is resting down, and the height is just shorter. So like that, and yeah, it looked like a very rough surface, very rough, very rough. Um, how it's cut, like the surface of the stones be very rough. It seemed old to me, um, semi old. I just got a picture of semi old, not too old, not like ancient. I don't think it's like ancient, but it just seemed very roughly done. Uh, yeah, it was a face of a wall or something, but you saw that there was a corner. Yeah, it was a sharp edge corner. Yeah, so I couldn't see the whole structure, just part of it. Yeah, when I do these visions, this meditation, and when I see a vision, um, I don't seem to have control of what I see. I just see what I see. And I wanted to see more. I would like to learn how to see more of what I see, to be able to just move ahead. But it's almost like you're seeing a TV screen. And I think it saw me. It saw me, and I was thinking, wow, what is this place? What is this place? And I'm wondering what country. I don't feel it's the U.S. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't feel it's the U.S. I felt it was a foreign country. My feel. The ground was very flat, and it had like a dusty feel to it. Oh, and yeah, and that's all that I can remember. See, after that, I did see something else, but it's so extremely faint. Yeah, the thing with the cat, you could see most of the view. Most of my view was unobstructed, but um, part of it was. And then in the next vision, um, very hazy, hardly could see, and you couldn't see any details, just like shadows. I'm in a building. I know I was inside some type of building, and I'm seeing from the ceiling. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm in its structure, inside its structure, I'm seeing it through above. Okay, let me, I see a comment. Let me see. Let me put on my glasses so I can read. Okay, that is Johnson. Grand Rising Sister, wealth and health at Most High, and yeah, God, and oh, thank you. That's sweet. Thank you for that. Yes, Grand Rising to you. Yes, it's I think going to be a beautiful day. Probably a hot one, but beautiful. Yeah, feels beautiful out there. Thank you for that. So yes, the next vision that I saw, yes, Johnson. I, I don't remember seeing your channel name, like Johnson, but welcome if this is the first time that you are wrote in, yes. So in case if you're new to the channel, I do upon awakening from my sleep or dreaming, in the morning, like waking up in the morning, I do meditation, a form of meditation. I don't open my eyes after awakening from dream or sleeping, and I keep my eyes closed, and as if I'm looking through my eye my eyelids, I then see an image. Sometimes I see a video playing. Sometimes it seems like a still photo. Um, and today I saw a cat. It looked like a stray cat standing in front of a wall, which was a rough stone of black and white, a marble color. And then the next image, it looks like I'm inside some structure, but it was extremely hazy, very, very hazy, just see shadows. And I saw a shadow, I think it was a person. It's like some person wearing dark color. They weren't all, it looked like all black. And then it was the big. They seemed very, big bone, very big. And it seemed like a jacket or something. There was something. It was it looked loose fitting, like it could have been a jacket open, very large. They seemed, and you see that it's moving. And again, I'm looking from above, but I see that this shadowy thing moving about in the room, and it was a small room. Um, I may have opened my eye briefly of something, and I might have closed it again just to see if maybe to see it clearer or something, but it was still hazy. And I know I saw the thing move. Yeah, I had, yeah, I talked about this other thing before, about 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I had this vision, doing the same thing, um, but I was in someone's home, um, an African, a black African fellow. He looked like he was sitting on a dark leather chair, and he's looking at it's dark in the room, but he's looking at something in front of him, and how light was reflected off his face, so he must be looking at a television set or a monitor. And he was enjoying what he was watching. He was really excited and smiling and happy, and kind of like moving about in his chair in his excitement. And then he looks up and he sees where I must have been like, again, I'm thinking that maybe this is just like a video. I'm just seeing something. But evidently he saw that I was there or something in the room. And he looks up and then he grimaces at the location where I'm seeing from. And then he takes a spear and tries to poke in my direction with it, try to stab me. Yeah. So I got scared, so I opened my eyes and think, wow, is this really happening? And then I closed my eyes again, and it resumed. The spear, he's so even though I might have opened my eyes to get out of that, wherever, and I wasn't purposely looking in his room. It's just when I meditated, whatever, I wound up there. And even though I did again open my eyes and then close it again, thinking maybe I'll see something else, it was still him, and he's really trying to get at the, you know. I presume it was me. Oops, sorry, I moved the camera. I presumed it was me. And he's trying to stab me with a spear. He had like, he didn't have any shirt on, but he had all these necklaces around his neck. Yeah, he was mad. He had a very distinct face, very, very unique nose. Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't like a lot of. It was just very unique shaped nose. Um, but yeah, he was mad. That was the first time like that, In other dreams, visions, um, they were uh, other beings. I say it like that, beings that seem to have seen me, whatever, and they're trying to get at my face, where my face would be. Um, so I just assume, oh, they must see me. So it's weird. Yeah, no way I want to invade anybody's privacy. No way that. Again, I don't know if I'm, you know, whether it's just remote viewing or something that I could see things, but evidently sometimes they can see me, which is really interesting. So yeah, it's an interesting thing that I do. I've been doing this now since 2017, and I would like to perfect my technique and to be able to see clearer, and to be able to move about, to see, be able to see more of the structure. Some of the things in context, I can't tell what I'm viewing because it's like a zoomed in view. And I like to see more of a panoramic view so I can know in context what's going on with what I'm seeing. So that's what happens. Yes, thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Good morning to you. Yes, good morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, just to let me know that you guys could hear me, what I'm saying. I like to share these visions because I'm hoping that one day that people might be able to identify certain places that I see or certain animals that I see. I've been seeing animals, wildlife, birds. First, I think it's the first I've seen cats. I've seen dogs. Yeah, I'm really eager to find where I am. It seems like some of the places seems like it could be here in the United States. Modern structures. Modern room. You know, um, but the wildlife. I'm assuming that it might be a place like Africa. Africa is a continent, but wild birds. They're not like birds that I hear. You know, so I just assume it must be a place in Africa. So who knows? Who knows? I'm very very excited about it. But I'd love to be able to perfect it. And now I want to talk about the little gremlins. Like in the description, I want to talk about vision, also the gremlins, and general talk. Yeah, gremlins are in the house. Gremlins, gremlins. What I mean by gremlins? Remember in Bugs Bunny, they had a thing about gremlins, and they're really things that sabotage your life. Monkey wrenches is another expression. A monkey wrench came in and just causing havoc. Yes, and it was happening big time yesterday. It seems like when I try to do some changes in my life, gremlins appear, uh, making travel arrangements. And I thought everything, was going to be smooth sailing. I had a gremlin like this, what is that, 2 weeks ago? When was this now? It could have been like 2 weeks ago, a gremlin in a travel arrangement. and then I had to change it the same day, like an hour later. I mean, I took all day. It took several days to make the decision, and then to place my order. And I'm thinking that it went through, and then I had to do a change. And when I called back the travel people, and in our conversation, we were talking for quite a while, and then in the conversation, after some considerable time, they're trying to assist me. If they find out that my order didn't go through, the first order, which was actually for to protect me, it actually worked out. But man, this is could be serious because let's say you're trying to. Okay, Ollie. Oh, you're welcome, Johnson. You're welcome. Yeah, Johnson, Ollie Johnson. Yeah, it's something that you can try. Yeah, it's real easy to do. Only thing you need to do is just upon awakening or from dreaming, especially if it's early morning. When you just wake up in the morning, like right now. You just keep your eye closed, and natural light is fine. Like this type of natural light, is pretty good. And maybe even a little less lighting. You need a little light in the room, so it's even better. Like right now, it's like I woke up maybe like a quarter to 7, but even a little, you know, even slightly more darker in the room is even better. But either way, natural sunlight, you know, is I think essential, um, to enable you to see something. Because in my experiments, when I put my hand in front of my face with my eyes closed, it interrupted what I saw. It made like naturally a shadow will be cast on your face, and that shadow was cast upon the vision, so you couldn't see it. It got darker the vision because a shadow is in front of your face, and it made it shadowy. And then when I moved the hand, then the natural sunlight uh, actually puts light on the vision. It's really weird, but that's what happens. So you need a balance between the light and dark, not too light, but more the darker side, and just a faint light works best, it seems. And you just steer forward as if you're steering through your eyelid. I mean your eyelids, like you're looking at a movie screen, and your eyelids are the movie screen. Look straight ahead, or wherever what you see, start noticing the textures and any colors, whatever, and then boom. Sometimes the shadows, or the gradations of colors, of light and dark, start to take shape. Sometimes you might see like a I call it an electric light, and then inside the electric light, an image starts to appear inside of it that intensifies, and then you see what you see. Yeah. Yeah, try it and let me know. And you can write in the comments section, what your experiences are. Oh, that's my little doggy. He wants to get out again. Let me just, oh, he's been asking to get out all last night, so I have to get out of bed. Let me open the door for him. Sorry about that. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my legs are aching from 2 days ago. Oh God, but the front part of my legs, I had to go up these stairs with the cat. Yeah, I had to carry my dogs in their carrier. Man, it was murder. Yeah, it was in the 90s. So definitely, I took the day off yesterday. I stayed. Yeah, I pretty much stayed in. Oh, I had to just go across the street and get something, but Oh yeah, yeah. I had to just brief, just in the neighborhood to get something. Yeah, I had to go three places right near each other, and then I went back home. Yeah. Oh, so the gremlin. Yeah, going back with the gremlin. Let me just hold on the camera better. Yeah. So yeah, gremlins. Yes, I see that there are gremlins out there. And yes, to be careful, people. When you're making a purchase, especially making travel arrangements, you make sure that it went through because the thing canceled right on me. Yeah, and an error occurred. I think I know what happened, but a big error occurred in it. And they emailed me that it didn't go through. And I wouldn't know to even see it. But when I had to make a modification on the purchase, and I was talking to the customer service for quite a while, and then it registered on his screen that there was a cancellation. And the salesperson said, hey, I see on my screen that such and such happened. And I said, it didn't go through? Yeah. And then again, yesterday, I had made a purchase for something online, and I'm thinking it's the same type of payment. I used like a PayPal. Well, sometimes things change. So, like, I don't know why it did it, but it selected, like a gremlin, it selected a different option of paying, and that option was canceled. That account was canceled, but it selected it as an option. And so, like, if your options were always that one particular account, it would it would stay there as an option, as the primary option, and you have to physically change it. But this wasn't the case. It chose another option of what account, and it selected the wrong one, and that purchase didn't go through. And I made that purchase a week ago. Yep. So I said, "Oh wow." So yeah, yeah. So I had to stay up late last night. I fell asleep in the early evening, and then I woke up like after 11. Yeah, it was after 11 p.m. And I just said, hey, before I go to bed, let me just check out certain things. 'Cause I want to shut down my computer because I had it left on for a couple of days. And so I was just being proactive. And I said, hey, let me see if, yeah, because I had to email certain people yesterday. And I was just curious to see if any response I got. And in doing so, luckily I did that. I found that there were cancellations again. The gremlins are back. The gremlins came back. Yeah, I discovered that there was a gremlin in a purchase I made a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago. And I had made other payments using this, what I thought was the same method, but it wasn't. There's slight changes through PayPal. Um, like PayPal, when you're online, it has two options. Like like you can do a PayPal and but more detailed, a more deliberate approach, a multi-step, but using still PayPal for the method of payment. And then you can do the one button PayPal. But evidently, they are, uh, based on past history, it might have been under a different account number, like a different debit card. I wish you just use an account rather than through a debit card because debit card numbers could change. and you may not remember. Okay, you got a new debit card, same account but just a different debit card, and you have to then go in and change any accounts you have. If you have automatic um, withdrawals from your account to pay bills, you get a different. Some of them are listed under um, your your card number rather than the account. You use a debit card, but if you got a new debit card, you got a different number on it, and so you have to manually change it, all of them. So yeah, so I did the one button method. I was just curious, and I said, hey, let me see if it works. But it was attached to an old number, and so that one I was able to correct. That one I made, yeah, that purchase I made yesterday, and so it didn't cancel it, but it said it couldn't process it. So then I adjusted the account, and then it looked like it went through. It said that I'm supposed to get my order uh, shortly. And then the other one I did a week ago, thinking that it went through. Because see, when you make the place of order, it says on the spot, that went through, but sometimes, it didn't actually go through. And you'll get an email. So yeah, so that other order. So I had to do it over again. But they said I'd still be getting it the same day. Actually earlier. So you so isn't that weird? Even though I placed the order a week ago, and it was a broader range of when it should be coming in the order, and then the order was canceled because of the payment thing didn't go through, and here doing it over again, and I get it sooner. Go figure. Go figure. Yeah. So luckily I did that because I was waiting. It's a very important purchase. To handle certain moves. But yeah. But the major gremlin. I call. I'm thank God. Yeah, because I wanted to make travel arrangements, and so yesterday morning, I said, let me just go through the process, but I'll call them because I'm dealing with a more complicated travel arrangements. Because my pets will be coming with me. Um, I spoke to a salesperson, and I made sure. I told them that I want my pets to go ahead of me on a different flight, going to the same place. Yeah, we're all going to the same place, but I want them to go ahead of me. It'd be too difficult to travel in tow with them. Um, I mean, here just going to Brooklyn, yes, there was an arm and a leg. I said, look, I'll put them on one flight and then I take the next flight. So, but it turns out by doing that, they said, okay, I have to talk to my supervisor, she said, because we may not be able to handle that. Now, this airlines is known for, they're very popular for traveling with your pets. So she promised that she would call me back in 2 to 3 hours, and she never did. So when I was, at my computer station last night around 11 something in the evening, I just wanted to finalize everything. I said, well, I already took a little nap. Let me just see. It's probably going to be easier to communicate since it's late night. I said, let me take a chance in making the arrangements now. I figured I'm up. Hey, let me do it now. Well, well, Um, yeah, I get a sales rep, and I told them what happened, and luckily I did. Well, the gremlin, this new gremlin is, oh, well, we're not allowing pets right now as of the 14th of July. Yeah, until further notice. And then on top of it, they said, well, first she said traveling without, for them by themselves in cargo, that might be a problem. They're not sure whether they can do, yeah. Um, I'm sorry, the first agent, oh, it might be a problem if you don't accompany your pets and they're just in cargo. And then someone else picks them up at the airport. And yeah, now they're saying there's an increase in rabies, and that the U.S. to yeah, because I would be leaving from the U.S. They said there's a rabies problem, and that, get this, going from or going to the U.S., that the U.S. is not allowing any any animals out. I said, what? So it's, I don't know. I don't know. You can't leave, and you can't come in. And then what's the other thing? Yeah, and then then yeah. So there's a hold. I mean, there's a freeze on. They're not carrying. Yeah, that airlines is not allowing any pets in cargo. So that blocks me out. Oh, first they said initially only two, because I have three. They said only two that we allow. And then she says, oh, wait a minute, none. So it just keeps like, it's like each time you call, it's always something more. So they used to allow three. And then they said two. Oh, but now you can't have them in cargo. And then what else? Oh, the U.S. cannot have anything coming in or out. So, but wait a minute. What if I just wanted to go to a different state? You'd say you can't travel at all, and I just feel there's something not right. That it doesn't sound right. So I did go on a website, a government American website, the USDA. They just say, okay, they did say an alert that about rabies, but it only said bringing in animals from problematic countries where there's an epidemic, a rabies epidemic. It said nothing about people from the U.S. leaving with their pet, and that makes sense. So you're limited what country you're bringing the animal from into the U.S. That is different. So I asked the lady, the salesperson. I said, "Could I talk to your supervisor, because everything you're saying doesn't seem to make any sense." You know, and that was before I looked on the USDA's website regarding rabies. Yeah, it's like each time it's something added to it. I don't want it for people. The gremlins are out. It's like every time I want to try to set up something to improve my life, it's another requirement, another hindrance. They said, well, it's a new change as of July 14th. Yes, it's the 22nd now. And yes, things are changing, people. Things are changing globally, and they're putting more restrictions. I see. They're putting more restrictions, and I don't like it. It's no, I mean, come on. Um, these animals are here in the States, they have all their shots. See, I want to make sure my pets go first. These are my babies. See, that's little Lily. Hey, Lily. Say hello. Lily. She usually turns her head. That's Lilac. She's moving. Yeah. Yeah. I can't go anywhere without them. These are my babies. These guys were with me for over, the girls been with me for over 12 years. And the boy for over 9 years. I don't want to leave them behind. They're a real comfort. They're really, yes, sometimes we have our moments, but these are, yeah, that's little Lily. These are my babies. So I have to talk. I have to find out what to do. Yeah, thank you, Johnson. Yeah, these are my babies. They're really sweet. Yeah, they're my little guys and gals. People, please pray for me. It's I want to make my arrangements. I need to make my arrangements. Whatever what I do, I want to make it not. People. You could do all that you need to do, and they can change it in a heartbeat. You can place an order, and then a policy changes. Yes, Yes, thank you. Yes, yes. Um, a policy can change on you. A policy. Oh, you could pay for the three. Oh, you can't have the other one. Oh, you can't have it unaccompanied. This is what people do. Like I contacted a so-called specialist for transporting pets. Okay, and I got them through a replicable company. It's like an organization for pet travel. It's an international something something. And you have people who are, I guess, registered under them, and they uh, have contact information for you to contact those people under that organization for, who are pet travel specialists. And I contacted one to get a quote, and it's just something that didn't make sense, or that something, um, it, it was too many red flags for me, and how she conducted herself. Yeah, yeah. Be careful. If someone conducts their business now, if they do this for a living, people. If someone is a specialist for international pet traveling, pet transporters, and how they conduct their business, if it's not professional enough. Yes, good morning, viewers. Good morning, good morning. Yes. Yeah, I'm talking about the gremlins right now. Yeah, I already talked about the vision I had with I saw a cat, it looked like a stray cat, and they were against, near a wall, a stone wall, and it didn't look like it was in America where I live. It looked like a foreign country, and it was bright daylight. Yeah. So now I'm talking about the gremlins. The gremlins that are in the life. You ever try to do something and you think it's going through, and a gremlin happens, a monkey wrench happens, and there's some sabotage. I'm getting sabotage regarding making arrangements to travel, people. Yes, and I can use you guys' help. Yeah, two heads are better than one sometimes. So, anybody have expertise about traveling? I need to travel international, and the airlines that in fact, the airlines that the professional uh, um, pet travel, the transporters, animal transporters. I had contacted them, and she did give me a quote, and she told me what airlines. Well, that airlines changed 2 weeks ago, July 14th. There was a notice from the company that they claim that they do not transport animals. They're known for uh, transporting animals. Yeah. So I have to find, until further notice, they said. And then they said in the United States, where I live, uh, you can't bring animals in or out because of the rabies scare. Now I went to the the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture. I looked on their website. Yes, there is a warning about rabies. She was correct with that. But not that no animals could come in and out, but that importing animals from other high risk countries where there's a high incidence of rabies, that's a problem. But not that you cannot have animals travel uh, out of the country. It doesn't say that. It's animals from bringing in animals from countries that have high incidences of rabies is an issue. So, yeah, you guys, these gremlins don't seem to every time it seems like a sabotage. Those gremlins, and I want to get my pets first out. I'm not going to leave here unless they're with me or I put them on an earlier flight. Yes, good morning, viewers. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, yeah. More heads are better than one. Trying to problem solve. Yeah, anybody knows anybody who's an expert at international travel with your pets. I have three of them. I have three little ones, and what's going to make it difficult, which I knew ahead of time. Yeah, these are my babies here. Let me show you them. Yeah, these are two of my dogs. Two of three I have. I can't leave these babies behind. These are my babies. Had them for over 12 years. I cannot leave them behind. Yeah, what makes it more difficult, two of my dogs are flat-faced. And one of them has, a regular snout. Like Shih Tzus have a flatter face, and the Pekingese, they have flatter faces, and so it could be breathing challenges when in flight. So some places do not allow flat-faced dogs. I knew of that early, but then this airlines, because a couple of months ago, I contacted them, and just to find out if they handle pet travel, and because I went online to find out what airlines handles uh, pet travel, and they're one of the big ones. And now they're saying, oh, policy change, and it's so convenient that they changed it 2 weeks ago. Now that international pet uh, pet transporters, um, earlier this month, I think it was earlier. Yeah, it was before the 14th, July 14th. Yeah, um, she wrote me a quote, and she's the one that told me what airlines I'd be using. And I was hesitant about that person because I felt there was too many red flags. In, if you're a professional and this is what you do for a living, transporting animals internationally, and then, you know, I had to wait a long time. Um, yeah, the email, even the email, it was over 2 weeks from hearing from her, so I called her. And I made the mistake by calling on a Sunday. And she said, well, this is Sunday. So I said, oh, I'm sorry. And she says, well, yeah, well, I'm in transit right now. I'm transporting an animal right now as we speak. And so I was surprised that we still have connection on the phone, on the cell phone here, because where I'm located right now. And yeah, I'm transporting an animal. So you are an international person. You work around the clock, different hours because you're in different time zones, and she's getting a hissy fit because it's Sunday. Now I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What if it was an emergency regarding your pet? I'm waiting a long ass time for a response from her. Because I filled out a form online for her company, and I didn't hear from her. So I was just following up, and yes, it was on a Sunday, and yes, she was working. It's not like she's at home doing her prayer and worship. She's out there working as we were speaking, but it was Sunday, and she didn't took offense of that. I mean, all honors, you have your day of rest, whatever. I don't want to interrupt that. But you're in the middle of working and transporting an animal, what you do for a living, and hey, I'm trying to follow up with the quote because I filled out the form and it's been a couple of weeks. Um, yeah, oh, I think I placed the order and then she called. Yeah, yeah, that's how it happened. I placed the order, filled the form, and then she contacted me. And then that's how I got her telephone number. She gave me her cell phone number, and she said, I will have to research this because she doesn't have a lot of, travel to the place where I wanted to go. So she said she'll look it up, but find out and get back to me. So 2 weeks had passed since that time. So that's right, I called. And then um, so on that Sunday, and so she did send me a quote, but it didn't go into the regular email. Somehow it went into the iCloud. I don't even use iCloud, but I do know that with email, some email might register, as a junk mail, so it would go in my junk folder. But when I looked into the junk folder, it wasn't in that. But I just so happened to be looking in my emails using my iPad, and then I see um, something pops up with the iCloud, and it's just by chance that my finger hit it and it opened, and I see her quote. Oh, well, backing up a little bit. Um, it 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 said for me to, oh, how did it go? Oh, to open up the email, you have to present your name, your email, and your password. It looked fishy. I said, what type of, yeah, it was sent with an attachment. That's what it was. Yeah, it was an email and an attachment sent to the email. And the attachment required me to give them personal information. I said, what is this? Me to so I thought this was a scam. Yeah, because that same day, like about maybe either that same day earlier or the day before, um, someone sent me an email but it was someone pretending to be a company that I had just used, and it was a counterfeit. Yeah, it was Amazon. Someone pretended to be Amazon, and that they made a purchase. That someone made a purchase to my account, a laptop. Yeah, and so I called up Amazon. I said, "What's going on here? I didn't place this order." Yeah, they said it was going to arrive in a couple of days, and the price, and just you need to click on this thing to verify. Whatever. I said, I'm not going to click on anything to verify whatever. I never made a purchase like this. So I got Amazon's telephone number. Yeah, and they were making mistakes too. Yeah, that whole day, more gremlins, people. People are pretending to be Amazon and they're not. You call up, what was that? Yeah, I called information. Sorry. Yeah, my batteries are running low here. Yeah, that's right. I called up, 311, no, 411 for information to get the telephone number. And then they gave me the wrong number. They gave me a number for some other thing because I had dialed it. I said, I don't want this number. So I called them back. I said, hey, I just called and information gave me the wrong number. Yeah, that day was more gremlins. Came out of nowhere. I never heard of this. When you call the operator or information, they're supposed to look up the number for you, right? Well, they gave me the wrong number. And they gave me wrong information. I asked to talk to the supervisor. The supervisor gave me the wrong number. In fact, they gave me the same number. Yeah. I said, supervisor, that's the number they gave me that was incorrect, and you're giving me the same number. But I eventually was able to, yeah, I called up my bank also. Yeah, because they alleged that the email, there was a person pretending to be Amazon, and that a purchase was made, and that they wanted me to verify something. So yeah, so I called my bank. That was the first thing I did. Yeah, I called my bank first. They said there's no payments from that amount or anything like that from that company to your account. Your account is clear. Your account is good. Nothing was compromised here. But call up Amazon. So that's when I called Amazon. I got information, called information to get their number. Yeah. So there are scams out there, and it seems like when there's a lot of activity on your computer, when you do making purchases and stuff like that, somehow gremlins, gremlins come out, and then they uh, pretend to be a company that you did not use, like Amazon. People are pretending to be Amazon, and you click on it, and I would imagine something bad is going to happen. They said, "Thank God you didn't do that. Thank God you had it." That's right. And then after that incident, that same night, that's with the international travel, and then the email I got from them. So and when I tried to open it, they wanted me to give my um, what do you call it? My email address and password. So that's right. So I did that on a Saturday. It was like no, it was it was early Sunday morning. Yeah, because that's right. Saturday night passed, and now it's Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, and then like around maybe 10 o'clock that Sunday morning, I called her cell phone that she gave me regarding the account, the email. She said, "Oh, it is Sunday. Why are you calling me on it Sunday?" Oh, I don't know how you even got through because I'm in transit right now, transporting an animal. So she's working on the clock, but being huffy because it's Sunday morning. So I said, look, I apologize. for calling Sunday, but I tried to open up your email, and I need to know if it was you, because you said in our last conversation that you're going to email me the quote. And when I try to open up something that looks like that it came from you, there's a different name on it, different person's name that it was sent from, and then it wanted me to give my password. So, oh, well, I use such and such for attachments and da da da. I'll resend it or something. Yeah, there are a lot of, so it didn't seem, I don't know anyone who would use something as an as a company to send attachments from. It just seemed weird. So I said to myself, I'm not going to use her. Too many red flags. And the name of her, because she said she's the owner, but yet it had another woman's name. So I said, I'm not going to use them. And she was going to use, because she, like, when I finally got her on that phone when she was in transit, so I said, well, since I have you on the phone, and you said that you sent me the quote, okay, what flights are you going to use? Could you tell me real briefly, what price and cost, since I have you on the phone, because I can't open up that email, the attachment you sent. So she said it real fast, and I kept a mental note of the airlines. But now that airlines, so even though she was going to use that, now she herself can't use it. If she's really legit, she can't use that airlines either. So I would have been paying. She wants me to pay her about $7,000. I don't want to pay that much. I said, well, what? Because, like I said, oh, so you mean that you'll come to my home to pick up the animal? She says, no, you have to bring it to the airport. I said, okay. So at the other end, at the destination, you'll be there to pick. Oh, you'll be on the plane or something. She says, no, they'll be traveling by themselves. And then I said, okay. So there's someone waiting for them at the destination. So, oh, that's an extra cost. So what the hell I need her for? What do I need her for then? If she's not going to be on the plane or have a representative of her on this side, in this country, to the destination, so they're just going to be on in cargo. My dog's never been on a plane. So what am I paying her for if I got to do everything? So, so any of you who have expertise on international pet travel, and then this one that I use supposed to be replicable, I got it through an organization that specializes in international traveling with your pets. Please let me know. I'm going to be needing help. I want to travel with my 3 dogs. If anybody could help me out with information uh, and find out about this, something with the rabies. That she was one airline said that the U.S. isn't having any animals coming in or out of the United States, but I don't think that's true. And when I asked to talk to a manager, oh well, that's going to be a problem. It's a long wait. Now this was real early in the morning. This was around 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's saying she's busy. That everybody's busy. So yeah, the more gremlins. It's always another excuse. Um, Emails that aren't from people pretending to be um, from companies that you've used before. Somehow, uh, your information is getting out. That's why I'm sharing this. Your personal information is being shared somehow for them to then pretend to be a company that you've used before. They're altering some of the spelling of the name. to make you think it's that same company. You have to look at your emails carefully, the name of the person who's coming from, because it could be a trap for you to open it. It could put a virus in your computer. It could get sensitive information from your device or your accounts, whatever. Be careful. That's why I'm sharing this. Yeah, the gremlins out there, and yeah, it's also seems like they don't want people to leave the country. Things are getting bad here in New York City, people. I don't know, you can share your experiences on the in the chat room, or in the comment section when this live stream uploads. Yeah, I'm going to be needing advice, and if you had experience with international traveling with your pets, or you have friends who work in the industry with travel, you can write information below, to each one teach one. That's why I do these live streams, to share with you my experience so that you don't have to go through it. Yeah, yeah. My batteries on this iPad is getting low. It's at 5% already, so I don't want to push it too much longer. Yeah, anybody got information? I want to do international travel with my three dogs, because there's two of them. Two of them are flat face, one is regular. What airlines I could travel with three? Uh-oh, gotta go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, it prompted up again. 5 minutes left. I'm sorry, 5% left on the live stream. Yeah. So yes, I enjoy doing this live stream. Um, thank you all for listening, and yeah, play it safe, people. The weather is very hot. Stay hydrated, stay cool. Protect your little guys here. If you got little ones, they're sensitive to the heat. They can get heat stroke. Make sure that they have water, fresh, clean water to drink at all times. Okay. So yeah, thank you for everything, and enjoy your day, and thank you for your help, people. This is Spirit Journey signing off. Till next time soon. Bye bye.